On January 24, 1961, a B-52 bomber carrying two nuclear bombs, each more powerful than the one dropped on Hiroshima, broke apart mid-air over North Carolina. The bombs fell and came shockingly close to detonating. This isn't a movie plot. This actually happened, and it was kept secret from the American public for decades. The year is 1961. The Cold War is heating up. America and the Soviet Union are locked in a global standoff. Nuclear weapons are constantly on standby. One of the key strategies of the U.S. military at the time was known as Operation Chrome Dome. It involved long-range B-52 bombers constantly flying near Soviet airspace 24/7, each one fully loaded with thermonuclear bombs, just in case war broke out. These bombers weren't just flying practice runs. They were live, armed, ready to strike at any moment. On January 24th, a B-52 Stratofortress took off from Seymour Johnson Air Force Base in Goldsboro, North Carolina. On board, two Mark 39 hydrogen bombs, each capable of a 3 to 4 megaton explosion. That's roughly 250 times the power of the Hiroshima bomb. But the mission didn't go as planned. The bomber developed a fuel leak in its right wing. Within minutes, it lost thousands of pounds of fuel and became unstable. The crew was ordered to return to base. As the aircraft descended, it broke apart mid-air. The crew ejected. Of the 8 men on board, 5 survived. But the real danger was what fell from the sky next: the two nuclear bombs. The first bomb deployed its parachute and gently floated down. It landed in a field. Emergency crews arrived quickly, and to their horror, they discovered the bomb had gone through several steps of its arming sequence. In fact, only one low-voltage safety switch prevented it from detonating. Think about that. A single switch stood between America and nuclear catastrophe on American soil. The second bomb, however, didn't deploy a parachute. It crashed into a swampy area and buried itself deep underground. Parts of it were never recovered, even to this day. This event was officially classified as a broken arrow, the military term for an accident involving nuclear weapons. If either of the bombs had detonated, it would have wiped out everything within a several-mile radius. Estimates suggest tens of thousands of lives could have been lost instantly, with radiation fallout affecting cities across the East Coast, perhaps even reaching Washington, D.C. The U.S. government kept the full details of the incident hidden from the public for decades. It wasn't until the 1990s, thanks to declassified documents and the persistence of a government whistleblower named Daniel Ellsberg, that the truth started coming out. The Air Force claimed at the time that public safety was never in danger. But internal memos later revealed just how close the bomb had come to exploding. In a 1969 document, nuclear weapons safety engineer Parker Jones wrote, "Only a single switch prevented a nuclear catastrophe." The event sparked debates within the Pentagon, but not much changed, at least not immediately. Broken arrows have happened more than 30 times in U.S. history. Some bombs remain lost to this day. The 1961 incident in North Carolina is a terrifying reminder of just how fragile human systems are, how close we've come, not through war but by accident, to our own destruction. It also raises tough questions. Should nuclear weapons be flying over our heads at all times? Who's really in control? And how many other incidents are still buried in classified files? If you found this story shocking, and honestly, how could you not? Hit that like button and subscribe for more stories the history books left out. And, in the comments, let me know, do you think the U.S. government made the right call hiding this from the public? Or do we deserve to know just how close we've come to disaster? Until next time, stay curious and question everything.